Hello everyone, I'm here out in the woods close to home, and since there's no racing allowed or going on at the moment, I've decided I'm going to do a bit of racing of my own. So what I'm going to do is a series of tracks on my normal Ransom non-electric bike, and then I'm going to do the same tracks on my e-bike and see which is faster. Since they're all my local tracks, I know them really well, I know the lines, I should be able to get pretty good both runs and pretty consistent. I've kind of always wondered how fast the e-bike is compared to this bike descending. Sometimes it feels amazing, and then obviously you get that power out of the corners, but other times it does feel sort of heavy and arduous. In the interest of scientific method, I'm going to do 3 tracks on this bike and then the same 3 on the e-bike, so they're in close succession and the conditions are the same, and then I'll do another 3 on this and then the same 3 on the e-bike again. We'll see how it goes. The e-bike obviously has advantages in some places and this has advantages in others, so I'm going to do a mixture of tracks and see which is faster. I'm at the start of my first track, and this one has got the most viciously slippery rocks for the first sort of 20 seconds, so I'm going to just notch it back a touch. 3, 2, 1. So here we go, this is the unacceptably slippery rocks. Try not. So there's a wee pedal there. This next bit's good. I'm going to call that my finish line. So that's me done my first stage on the Ransom. It wasn't the greatest, then I am a wee bit rusty after the coronavirus shutdown of just riding my XC bike every day. So that's fair enough. This one's actually probably where the most time can be made or lost in a single track, so I need to do a good job on it. Focus. 2, 1. Oh, it's not so dry here. That's me done my second track now on the Ransom. Went alright, but definitely feel a wee bit rusty on this bike after not riding it for a bit. So one thing I've been thinking about as I ride round here on the Ransom is what setting I'm going to go for with the e-bike, eco, trail or boost. So I'm at the top of my 3rd track. This one's the shortest, but it's probably also the most exciting. That's track number 3 done on the Ransom. So the way I'm timing this is the way I normally time when I'm out just by myself doing little just timing sessions, which is got my Garmin on my handlebars, and when it hits on the minute, so say 2 hours and 3 minutes, I go on 00, and then at the bottom at my finish line I just have a look what the time is. So that's not super accurate, so what I'm going to do is have a start and end place on the GoPro as well. I'm also now on my slightly arduous part of the task, which is riding back to get my e-bike. Here we are at the top of number 1 on the e-bike. I've decided that I'm going to ride in trail. Pretty good amount of power, but without the little surges after you stop pedaling. I think that's going to be the nicest and fastest for me basically, and it gives the e-bike its full advantage. So it's also probably dried up a little bit in the last few hours, so might be able to go a tiny bit faster, but we'll see if it reflects in the times. Here we go. 2, 1. Hi Pooch, it's okay, and we're done. It was drier at the top, however at the bottom I had to overtake a dog which was startled by me, so Probably evens out roughly, and I think the times were quite similar. Start of stage 2 on the e-bike. Ah, yes! I feel like I rode that a little bit better on the e-bike, just being second run down it of the day. So e-bike track 3, if I remember right, I did a decent job of this one on the normal bike, so I'll need to do a nice clean, neat job. Ransom stage 4 now. This is a track that I've ridden quite a lot. I've timed quite a lot and it doesn't really change. It's pretty all weather, so I have a pretty good idea what time I should do down this. 3, 2, 1. Spot after these turns, so it's important to have a good. Slower than I would normally do, so, and I can normally be pretty consistent on that track, so I am obviously a bit rusty. I'm at the top of stage 5 now. There is a little triple near the start that I'll do on the Ransom and probably not on the e-bike. 2, 1. Finish. It's quite a lot slower than my usual time down that track, and it's not one that really changes. It's maybe a wee bit gravelly at the moment, but it doesn't change a lot. I'm obviously a wee bit rusty, so same for this one on the e-bike. So here we are, last non-e-bike track, so I need to try and make it count. I think this is one where the Ransom should be faster because it's pretty tight in places and kind of awkward and nadgery. You need to sort of duck and dive past the trees. Tightest corner in the history of the world. So that's me finished on the normal bike. All 6 stages done. I think the last one was my best. There's just tight corners on it that on a e-bike it's hard to balance. It feels cumbersome, whereas on this bike you just balance and you can be straight on the power. We'll see what the time says and the e-bike time. So top of number 4. We'll see what we can do on the e-bike. Maybe I can right my wrong from earlier and make up some time. And we're off. E-bike's actually not helping me at all there. It's going too fast for the motor to work. Slower on the e-bike on number 4 there than normal bike, which is disappointing. Another thing I'm going to be interested to see is I've got my heart rate monitor on, so I wonder how my heart rate is going to compare between normal bike and e-bike, especially on tracks that I've done a similar time down. So here I am starting number 5. E-bike gets you up to speed quick. So that one was pretty close between the 2 bikes. It is weird though, it does sort of feel like once you go over the speed limit on the e-bike, you don't really feel like pedaling, like sprinting as much as you do on the normal bike. Stage 6 on the e-bike. This is one I thought was going to be probably better on the Ransom, but feeling quite comfortable on the e-bike, so, and I suspect I might need to make up time. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a good walk because on the e-bike, got this power out. So I'm back home here with the victorious bike, the Ransom non-electric bike, which it won by 9 seconds in the end, which I know some people will be saying, so what, you haven't proved anything, and to you I would say you are probably right, but I have kind of proven to myself that I can go faster on a normal bike. So the Ransom won all but one of the stages, which was a tie, and the e-bike, I remember riding it better, making less mistakes on the e-bike, so that kind of proves that you can get away with more mistakes and not riding it well and still do the same time. The e-bike also went second on each track, which I would say is an advantage, and I did do that on purpose because I suspected that the Ransom was going to be better for me. So I just thought I'd give the e-bike that little advantage and see whether I could still win on the Ransom, which I have. So to me that has proven something, although to many other people it might be the opposite way around. You might be faster on an e-bike, you might like the real planted feel of it and the power out of the corners, and you just go way faster. So in a way this has been a beautifully meaningless video, as with many videos. So if you've enjoyed this meaningless video and you'd like to see some more meaningless videos, let me know, because I'd enjoy doing some more racing. Don't know what I could race, but if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Bye bye.